All right, so now that our page is good, just make sure we hit update. All right. What we want to do is we just want to export this out. So to go back to the dashboard, although you don't need to, you can just click on this, and that'll bring you back to the pages section, and then you can see we have our sample page and whatever, or my first page. They're there. Okay. We don't need to do anything. That's it. Like literally. So all I'm going to do is just close out of this. And then what you want to do is go back to local. You'll notice that the site is only running while local is running. Okay. So what you need to do now in order to submit this so that I have it is you need to export this out. Okay. So what you want to do is right click over top of the site name, and then you'll see export. Click on export. Don't worry about any of this. Just leave that alone. Hit export site. It's going to ask where you want to save it. I usually just go right to the desktop because that's easiest. You could just keep the name. Doesn't really matter either. And then hit export. And what it's going to do is it's going to export a zip file that you will then use to submit onto the Blackboard. So I'm going to pause it while it's exporting. So when it's done exporting, so one of the issues, I actually just had this issue. If you have a antivirus software, it might stop it and it will fail. Mine actually had failed. So you might need to in the bottom right or whatever, might need to turn it off while you're exporting it out. Again, it's just because it's trying to protect you, which I understand. But you'll have a zip file, and then you'll use this in order to submit your work. So you're just going to log on to Blackboard, go underneath this assignment, and then just submit to this zip folder, and then you will be good. Okay, so besides that, the other thing I want you to do is you need to stop the site. So click on stop site. You'll see that it's stopping. Basically, all these things are currently running, and it's going to turn all these off now. These other sites that you see here, you can see they are all off as well. None of them, I have to click start site. Okay, so if you do need to come back to it, all you got to do is you click on the site when you open this up, and you click on start site, and then it'll take a second. It'll become active, and then you can click on admin or open site, and then your site will work again. Okay, but it's only going to work while this program is running. If you try to just exit out of it, it might give you some issues. The other thing I would suggest is after you hit stop site, give it a little bit, even though it says it's all good. I feel like it corrupts or something if you do it too quickly. So, maybe go get a drink or something. I don't know. Anyway, so once that's good, you can go ahead and close out of it. Also, oops, didn't mean to do that. Also, when you are, if for some reason you need to bring in a site, all you have to do is that same zip folder exported, you just drop it in there, and then it will import the site. So if you ever need to go from one computer to another, that's how you do it. Just be aware that a lot of times it doesn't work. That's the best way to put it. It just doesn't it just won't export it or import it correctly, and it'll be corrupted. Not sure why. It's just one of those things. Okay. So anyways, that's it. So then you just close out of that, submit this file on Blackboard underneath the assignment, and then you are good to go.